BTS leader Kim Namjoon, better known as RM, has once again sparked deep conversations among fans and the public with his thoughtful remarks about marriage, societal pressure, and self-acceptance. During a recent interaction with fans, RM candidly addressed one of the most personal questions people face in their late 20s and 30s. Should everyone get married and have children? RM, who has long been admired for his introspective nature, shared his honest thoughts in a fan Q&A session earlier this week. Everyone should go their own way, he said, emphasizing that the idea of marriage and family is not a universal goal. Just because society tells you that marriage is the natural next step doesn't mean it's the right choice for everyone, he added. The BTS leader's words quickly went viral across Korean and international platforms, with hashtags like RMWisdom and Namjoon Speaks Truth trending on X, formerly Twitter. Many fans praised him for breaking social taboos surrounding personal life and relationships, especially in South Korea, a country where traditional expectations around marriage and family remain strong. In his response, RM reflected on how loneliness and fulfillment are often misunderstood. Marriage won't solve loneliness, he said. Even when you're with someone, you can still feel alone if you don't understand yourself first. His thoughtful message resonated deeply with young adults navigating modern relationships and societal expectations. This isn't the first time RM has opened up about such topics. Over the years, he has used interviews and social media to express his evolving views on identity, purpose, and emotional growth. His latest comments come as BTS members continue pursuing individual projects before the group's full reunion planned for 2026. Beyond music, RM has become known for his intellectual and artistic pursuits. He's an avid art collector and a strong supporter of creative independence. His outlook on life, balancing ambition with introspection, continues to inspire millions. Fans have described RM's recent words as a wake-up call, reminding people that success and happiness cannot be defined by a single path. Namjoon always knows how to speak to the heart, one fan commented. He reminds us that it's okay to live differently, to choose ourselves first. As the leader of BTS, RM has often guided both his members and fans through his wisdom. With this message, he reinforces that self-discovery is the foundation of true connection, and that love, whether for others or oneself, must begin with understanding who you are. In a world obsessed with timelines, RM's simple yet profound statement, "Everyone should go their own way," has become a powerful reminder. Happiness is not found in following expectations, but in creating your own. Following RM's heartfelt remarks about marriage and loneliness, Korean and international media outlets have picked up the story, analyzing why his words struck such a strong chord with the public. In a society often driven by expectations of marriage, career milestones, and family duty, RM's message serves as a breath of fresh air, especially among millennials and Gen Z audiences who are redefining what happiness means to them. Sociologists and cultural commentators in South Korea have noted how RM's statements mirror the shifting attitudes among the younger generation. Many people in their 20s and 30s are delaying marriage, focusing instead on personal growth, education, and creative careers. RM's remarks, "Marriage won't solve loneliness," encapsulate this broader cultural evolution. Dr. Lee Hae-jin, a social psychologist from Yonsei University, commented in an interview with the Korea Herald. RM represents a voice of emotional intelligence in modern Korean culture. His openness to discuss personal topics like solitude and self-discovery helps normalize conversations that used to be considered too private or shameful. His thoughtful tone contrasts with the polished, image-conscious nature of many idols. Over the years, RM has built a reputation not only as the leader of the world's biggest boy band, but also as a philosopher-poet whose words transcend fame. Within hours of the interview, fan communities around the world shared their own experiences of pressure and societal expectation. On Weverse, thousands of fans wrote letters to RM, thanking him for expressing what they had long felt but couldn't say out loud. One fan from Indonesia wrote, "Namjoon made me realize that it's okay not to have everything figured out. I don't have to rush into marriage or compare myself to others." Another fan from the US said, "He always speaks from a place of honesty. It's rare to see a celebrity talk about loneliness so openly. That's why we trust him." This deep sense of connection between RM and his fans is what continues to make BTS's influence so powerful. Even in their solo years, each member has maintained a meaningful bond with the public, not just through music, but through emotional truth. Korean online forums and talk shows have also picked up the conversation, with panelists discussing whether idols should speak about such personal issues. Some conservative voices argue that RM's comments could discourage traditional family values, while others applaud his honesty for sparking a healthy dialogue about modern relationships. On platforms like Naver and Dom, thousands of comments echoed appreciation for his maturity. "He's not telling people not to marry," one commenter wrote. "He's reminding us that marriage isn't the only path to fulfillment, and that's an important distinction." Internationally, major outlets such as The Times of India, Billboard, and Rolling Stone Korea have reported on RM's remarks, highlighting how BTS continues to shape social thought far beyond music. RM's comments are consistent with his artistic philosophy, one that values introspection, emotional awareness, and authenticity. Fans recall similar sentiments in his past songs, like Persona and Trivia Love, where he questioned identity and self-worth. Even his solo album, Indigo 2022, explored the tension between fame and inner peace, suggesting that RM's artistic and personal growth are deeply intertwined. As BTS prepares for their highly anticipated 2026 comeback, RM's voice continues to set the tone, calm, mature, and deeply human. His message may seem simple, but in a world where image often outweighs truth, his courage to speak with honesty feels revolutionary. "Go your own way," he said, and perhaps that is the truest definition of freedom. What began as a simple answer during a fan Q&A has now evolved into a larger cultural conversation. RM's statement, "Everyone should go their own way," has become a kind of mantra shared by young people across social media platforms. Fans are turning his words into digital art, short films, essays, and even academic discussions. On TikTok and Instagram, the hashtag #GoYourOwnWayWithRM has gained millions of views, featuring fans from around the world sharing personal stories about choosing unconventional paths in life. Some speak about taking a career break to focus on mental health, others about rejecting social expectations of marriage or parenthood. This organic response shows how deeply RM's voice resonates with those navigating a rapidly changing world, one where success and fulfillment are no longer measured by the same old standards. Cultural critic Park Min-soo noted in a feature on JTBC Newsroom, RM's influence is not just musical, it's moral and intellectual. He speaks to an era that's questioning old definitions of happiness. Young Koreans see him as someone who gives permission to live differently. Sociologists have pointed out that South Korea's younger generation is facing what they call the 3 give-up era, giving up on dating, marriage, and having children due to economic and social pressures. RM's comment doesn't reject tradition outright, rather it reframes it as a choice rather than a requirement. This nuance, choosing one's own direction, is what makes his statement both powerful and relatable. It's not anti-marriage, it's pro-freedom. For longtime fans, this level of emotional depth is nothing new. RM's songwriting has always reflected vulnerability and wisdom far beyond his age. From his introspective lyrics in Persona to the philosophical musings of Indigo. He has consistently encouraged listeners to embrace imperfection and self-awareness. Even when discussing topics like burnout or identity crises, RM approaches them with sincerity, not self-pity. His leadership style within BTS mirrors this honesty, guiding his group not through control, but through emotional intelligence and empathy. In past interviews, other BTS members such as Jimin and Jungkook have expressed how RM's thoughtfulness helped them find direction during difficult times. It's no number fans often refer to him as the compass of BTS. RM's evolution from a rapper and leader to a cultural thinker is evident in his growing involvement in the arts. His upcoming collaboration with the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, SFMOA, where he will curate a selection of Korean contemporary artworks, is a testament to his expanding role as a bridge between East and West, between pop culture and high art. In a recent statement about the project, the director of SFMOA praised RM's intellectual curiosity and sensitivity to artistic narratives. His ability to translate Korean aesthetics to a global audience further cements his position as one of the most multi-dimensional figures in modern entertainment.